even know. I guess that's how deep we was, man. I didn't even know he was on the squad. But yeah, man, he was transferred to Texas, got the starting gig, and yeah, his roommate did a strip sack and got his ass. I was like, oh, that got to sting. That phone call afterwards or that conversation afterwards. So yeah, I had to get you. Remember that time you didn't take out the garbage?
It
Yeah,
looks like he went easy on him too. You know, he kind of just pushed him over instead
yeah.
of swinging.
He could have did some damage to him. You're right. You are absolutely right. He pushed him down, and I didn't realize how big that dude was until he was giving his interview afterwards and was like, "Oh, girl, talking to him. She wasn't even in the damn scene. You know, the camera
Yeah,
was so far up looking at him, man, trying to talk to him." But yeah, shout out to them Bucks, man, and Captain Jack. He went in there and handled his business a little bit later in the game and sealed the deal. That motherfucker was running. Was like, whoo. It was about 5 more yards. He might have just, slid or something because he was looked like he was running out of gas.
that was a big boy trucking it, man. At the end of the game, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But how goes it out there, man? What's your weather looking like, man? You got to keep giving me updates every week, man. Will it look still cold and windy?
It's starting to warm up a little bit. I think it got
Okay.
up to about 70,
Oh, okay.
70 something today. But um, yeah, matter of fact, hold on for a second.
All right.
I got it running.
All right. Do your thing. Pause it, man. We live, man. You hit the live button.
Yeah, shit. We can only do this for about an hour. Then I got to go. I got to run.
Okay.
Um,
He said, "Yeah, I'm at work. I got to go do some shit.
mm,
I'm at
I
work.
thought,
I
I
gotta
thought he
go."
said he had to go doodle. I was like, he got to go poop.
He was like, "I got about an
yeah.
hour.
He got to
Let's
go. Shit,
let's
I got
rip.
to go.
What's up, Miss Kiki? Sauce.
What's going on, everyone?
All right.
I don't think I've seen y'all since last year.
Well,
What the
happy
fuck?
New
Let me
Year
just
to
check
you.
that out.
Happy New Year. Uh-oh. It's an echo.
Is that on old man?
What's that?
We got feedback. We good?
Yeah, it's odd shit.
Okay. Come on, Sauce.
Sauce on your fries.
Is that Sauce with the feedback?
Yeah, as soon as you mute the microphone, man, the shit goes out.
What's up, Miss Kiki? How's your 2025 shaping up?
Well, getting ready for my new adventure next week. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll be hauling the big boys, the wide loads now. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of excited. I'm nervous because I'm learning something new, but I'm excited.
Okay. Like I said, you wouldn't be doing it if you wasn't qualified. They don't just get those out. So
Right.
you're all right.
You know what I'm saying? To be a black woman doing it, like I am gnarly, dude.
Definitely be safe out there. And yeah, if it's
Yeah.
crazy weather, shit.
Yeah, that part. That's the
Yeah.
scary part because it's down. I'm going down south, and that's where it's at. And I'm
Oh,
like, damn it.
driving to it, huh?
Yeah, driving to it to get into it.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's cool though, man. Like you
Yeah,
said, shout out again. 2025. Let's keep it going.
let's keep it going. Let's prosperity
Mhm.
this year. More money, no problems.
That. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Yeah, we're gonna put that on a t-shirt. Fuck. Yeah.
Definitely.
What's going on with Sauce, man? Technical difficulties again. You said he hit the mute button and everybody went all. We got the echo effect.
Uh, yeah, it went off as soon as I hit the mute button on. I don't know. He's got something going on.
Okay.
Maybe it's just a quick thing. But,
Since you on a time restraint, let's Let's get it, man. I know it's all on an off night. We normally supposed to be doing a thing. We in prime time now. We got shit to do. Go ahead and hit that. Just run it, man. He could jump in. He could punch in. Let's
Oh,
go.
ain't nothing to run yet.
Okay, it's still loading. It's like, man,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a minute. We're gonna have about 10 minutes. Once this shit load,
Too legit.
go.
You know what's crazy is like these things are just a week old and they already don't mean anything. You know, nobody's talking about the
Wow.
Cybertruck explosion.
Uh,
Wow.
yeah. I just saw something where they said Mexican firefighters are coming into LA. Some dudes from Africa just came in. Indians. Everybody's coming in to help fight these damn fires, and but they're not reporting any of that shit. It's like, but they, talking about in a few weeks, this whole deportation. It's like,
Mhm.
what the fuck are you doing, man? Seriously, do you want the help or not? You know,
I, you know, it all this stems from them not wanting to pay firefighters,
Mm.
and then
yeah.
you wait until you have a huge disaster, and
Hmm.
then get volunteers to come in.
And then
You
see
know,
how that works out. That goes into one of our topics today, man. That old thing about those that surcharge that for New York City.
mm,
And the main thing that stuck out to me was the whole, like you said, that aspect about the firefighters, trying to come into Manhattan. And it was like, dude, $27 a day is killing my pockets.
right?
I can't pay that shit. And it was like, and I didn't know they got shipped to different station houses.
Yeah.
If somebody's low, or I was like, well, how often do that happen? Like, that's why I want to get into it with you about that. Like, dude, you ever been transferred to a different house like weekly?
Mm-hmm.
Or how does that work?
As matter of fact, I got to go to a different. I got to go to a different station tomorrow.
There you go. Okay. You're like,
Nah,
no matter what country you in, man, they move us. They move us around. Real.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's sometimes you can be sent to another station for a couple of weeks on end, depending on how vacations look, or
Okay.
injuries or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, you just kind of pack up all your stuff and just hit the road. You
I
know,
couldn't imagine doing that in New York City, man. And like dude said, he got to pack all that gear up, and he said if he's not driving into what you call, he's going to take the train or whatever. He said,
Mhm.
he got to pack all that up on the subway.
Yeah,
Nah, he said that
yeah,
gear. Then he's not just his gear. He said, I may have, I got to bring. We got tools. We got to
yeah.
bring.
Bedding and food and
Fuck.
toiletries, all that shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it might not even be like you think of like
Gotcha.
gears and tools. Gear and tools. It might not be one set of gear. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You
Right.
might have to
Right.
take your turnout gear. Had to take some extrication gear. Had to take some technical rescue gear. Like this motherfucker could have 6 bags with this shit.
Nope. Nope. Trying to haul that, on a New York street. I'm cool.
Yeah, looking like a hobo. You don't need a
I-
shopping cart, bro.
yeah, I'm cool on that. Yeah,
Mm.
that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, I saw the LA fire chief came out and was like, "Yeah, the city let us down. They cut our budgets back, and that's the reason why we have what we have."
Wow.
And it's hilarious to see like white men go on social media and claim that this is all a DEI problem.
as our resident firefighter, man. Like I said,
Mhm.
man, this is your wheelhouse. It's like, dude, like you in the belly of the beast. You understand it from stateside to international, and it's like nothing has changed. You're like this is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Because of they cut funding. They don't want to
Mhm.
pay what they should pay.
Yeah.
And I think that's bullshit because you put your life online. So get them
That's
what they're
most.
worth.
That's
Give
most.
them what they're
That's
worth.
that falls into the line of how we run things. Period. In this country, think about our teachers.
Mhm.
Fact.
They don't put their life on the line dealing with these badass kids day in day out. pulling money out their own pocket to make sure these kids can have, pencils and paper, the basic shit. Like schools talking about, well, one of them, well, out here they said they was gonna cut the budget for paper or whatever, and they're gonna go digital. Like just send all emails and texts, and kids ain't gonna be able to have paper or pens, so they could hit their target. I was like, all this money that floats just on one street alone on Las Vegas Boulevard, billions of dollars move through this city, and they talk about cutting the budget, eliminating paper from schools. Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. How they gonna be able to write? It's bad enough they took cursive out. Didn't they take cursive writing out? Like, how you take?
That's been gone because.
How you gonna take cursive out though? I'm still mad because you gotta. That's how you sign your checks and stuff. Yeah. You gotta sign stuff.
E-signature.
They talking about getting back to the cursive. I know, because a lot of people said the same thing. That like, come on, man, that's an essential part of fucking, grammar, but. I hate that fucking DEI shit, man. Part of the reason is because when they interview the three main women, the police chief and his two other women, it's two white women and a black woman. They said they were focused on gender identity and all this extra shit, and so these guys took it and ran with it. But I think what's worse is when you hear like black people start saying this shit. Like you got a lot of people that's in the conservative space. We laugh about the Hodge twins, but it's a lot more of them. And every time somebody black fuck up, it's DEI. Now the main two people they complaining about right now, as far as these Cali fires go, is Karen Bass, the mayor down there in LA, and Gavin Newsom, this dude is a colossal fuck up. But I'm like, two people fucked up. The main one is the one that runs the fucking state, and ain't nobody calling this dude a DEI hire. That's why I don't, like when other black people do that, because DEI it's turning the code the same way the word thug, the same way the word thug was when that shit kept going around. And if y'all remember Richard Sherman, he spoke up about that shit. And said, we know what y'all saying when y'all calling us thugs, man. We know what y'all really saying.
Mm-hmm.
The whole DEI thing, man, it's a reason why it was DEI and shit like affirmative action in the first place. But when you start saying DEI every time you see a black face, which you usually hear it when it comes to like women, gays, and transgenders. When motherfuckers start saying that every time they say a black but they see a black face, and it's black people saying this shit as well, you are automatically insinuating that these white people know exactly what the fuck they doing and they don't make mistakes. You know what I mean? And I think everybody here knows that shit is the farthest thing from the truth. So Tank is right. They fucked the fire department over. It's like $17 million. And she was trying to do her best to tap dance around, so the mayor wouldn't get in her ass. She said, we tried to cut non-essential services and things like that. But then she goes on to say some shit like 1,000 more trucks wouldn't have made a difference. And it's like, stop the cap. Stop the fucking cap. It's all a bunch of bullshit, man. It's all a bunch of bullshit that's going on right now. It's sad, but to see how this shit down here is about to play out is about to be very interesting, man. Because it's some the land developers rubbing their hands like flies over shit right now.
Oh, they're getting their Birdman on right now because they didn't got rid of all this stuff, and it's like, so y'all ain't got no place to live, and y'all can't get insurance, right? So y'all ain't coming back. Yeah, like you said, the hands are rubbing like, ooh, new development. Yeah. Kind of like what Oprah and them did over in Hawaii, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
it's a whole nother thing. Like I said, never let a disaster go to waste.
Yeah.
They just cleared out a whole bunch of land.
What's that shit Tank shit where it said, people when they go to claim insurance and the insurance companies, like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
That's sharp. That's sharp. No, you're not.
and let me tell you something. What you think is on the fucking TV screens every day now is what the insurance company's gonna do.
Yeah.
They saying that insurance companies finna honor shit, but we
They're not.
about to see.
Hey, they will wait you out. You don't have nothing. Everything you have just went, turned into ashes.
It's gone.
Yeah. Who you gonna run to?
And the conspiracy motherfuckers is already talking about how they were talking about Smart LA or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard about it, Cuddy, Smart LA, and how they wanted to put high density housing down there. That's what Mel Gibson was starting to talk about. But then when you look this shit up, it's a bunch of information on it, man. Like they wanted to get rid of all the single family dwellings and put this high density housing up.
Yeah, they had a bunch of go up in flames, rent control, apartments and stuff, and all that's gone now. You can't rebuild that. Once it's gone, it's gone. And it's gonna be a lot of folks suffering for a minute. It wasn't just the wealthy or the elite who lost their shit. It was, I saw a bunch of stuff. There was like, look, you had first black folks that was middle class, who had just first time buying a crib or being able to get or maintain, had a house who just passed down to them, gone, with no recourse. That's the kicker. It ain't just in Oklahoma and in the tornado zones where cats just rebuild. Yeah. California is a whole new ball game. You're not getting shit. You're gone. Your shit is gone, and you got to figure it out.
Yeah, it ain't coming back. You got to think about the amount of red tape that people have to go through just to get anything done in California.
Yeah.
And one woman said she couldn't even get, after she had a house fire, and she couldn't get her swimming pool cleaned out because of the red tape. They claimed that the swimming pool was filled with, of course, with fire debris, but it was toxic, and she couldn't dump it out. So it took her a year just to clean up after a fire.
Yeah, man. This shit
tragic,
here, man. This shit here be ridiculous, man. And that fucking mayor, that fucking governor. Did you guys see the viral video of the lady chasing him down? Like
the mom,
the mom, the rich lady. And she was like, he said, "I'm on the phone with the president right now."
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of him." And he said, "Yeah, it's bad reception. I done called him 5 times." It's like, bro, come on, man. These motherfuckers didn't fill the reservoirs, man. And the shit that Trump said was true. I looked it up. They've been diverting water so they can protect the fish called the smelt. And it's like, come on, man. Y'all fuck these. Y'all cut the budgets. Then you fuck the resources off. And then shit like this happens. They did, you get these fires north of California, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't forget the earthquake up around you. What was that? The other day, the earthquake up there. Yeah.
Look, I mean, people catching hell, man, and like somebody said, I seen it in a post. They said they probably gonna give them $750.
Yeah. Yeah. That ain't enough for a mover.
No.
So, but what they gonna move? They ain't got, everything's gone, man. I saw a dude go through his garage, man. He lost all his lowriders. I was like, good Lord, just what you gonna do, man? Everything is just gone. So
that's crazy.
Shout out to them, man. Hopefully they'll find a way, man. I don't know how, but hopefully these folks will find a way to maintain. And again, I don't even know like the rebuilding process. Where they gonna go?
Man,
somewhere else.
Because somebody's gonna buy the land and say, eminent domain, all that bullshit, and take over their spot.
I wouldn't doubt, to be honest, big bro, I wouldn't doubt if these motherfuckers buying this shit up is just burning.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
They shit up is burning.
It's still smoking, and they putting their stakes down. Like, this is mine. This is mine, and this is mine.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, man.
That's doable.
It's LA. It's LA.
That's doable.
Man, I don't put nothing past the money man.
Well, you know what, Miss Kiki? They're probably doing it, but they're not doing it. They're doing it digital, like little markers. Like, okay, when the dust settle, this is your territory. This is my territory. This is your territory, and we gonna come in and just, they're
gonna undercut.
We're gonna redevelop. We're gonna redevelop. LA will rebuild.
Yeah,
and it's gonna look completely different.
The shady ass ways the cities have to just steal your property. is ridiculous.
It's on the list.
Yeah.
It's on the list. Let's run it. It's on the list. Everything
come in
applies, man. Let's run it.
They come in to tell you that it's a nuisance, or like you should have cut your grass, even your house burned down 6 months ago, and then they just start fining you, and then
right.
Ain't no grass
add up, and they just steal your shit.
Yeah, this is our shit now. What you talking about? You ain't paid your taxes on it. Like, man, I owe what, 50 cents? Yeah, you didn't pay it, so we took it.
Legally.
Yeah.
This shit is nuts, man. Let's get it, man. Let's
yeah, Tank's on the time restraint tonight. He's part of the topic, and you. It's everybody. It's Saturday night, man. You know what time it is.
I ain't even that, man. I got the nephews, and I ain't slept, and I want to borrow some of Miss Kiki toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Miss Kiki? New Orleans attack Cybertruck explosion. Let's get it, man.
Yeah, we're a little late, but it is what it is. It's just your local 3 p.m.D. crew featuring Miss Kiki. Yeah, man, that New Orleans attack was something else, and this Cybertruck dude who decided to blow himself up inside of a damn Cybertruck, which contained most of the explosion, which, I don't think he thought that through much, of all the vehicles. But it's crazy how they use that. They both these guys use the same site, which I heard that website, that Turo site before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do I know this site? And it's not your regular site. Remember, it's a rental place where people actually put up their own vehicles.
Oh yeah. That's why I wouldn't do it. I'm like, hell no.
I was like, oh shit.
You use somebody else's shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Airbnb for cars.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like, I ain't doing it. Like,
this is why they're not talking about that part of it. And I was like, oh, that's so fucked up. You imagine that's your shit blown up in front of fucking Trump? That ain't budget. You know what I'm saying? That one, because you can rent anything out here. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is probably just one of those. But that's somebody's actual personal fucking vehicle. Yeah. That's not part of a fleet of vehicles. That was somebody's shit that they probably was on a wait list for years and finally got that bitch in and was like, okay, I'm gonna use this as my side hustle. I'll let what's up?
He just did him a favor.
You're right.
The way the car market is,
yeah,
he gonna get 100% of the value for that car, and he go out and get another one for $30,000 cheaper.
Yeah.
Is that him in the front seat?
There's nothing left.
Oh,
there's nothing left for him. That's actually the seat. There's nothing left for him. But both of them use the same fucking site, man. I'd have been pissed. Like, that's my, and all of them, both vehicles were electric. So it's crazy, man. I was like, I kept like, they used the Toro. Like, why everybody tripping on the Toro site? And I was like, oh, I remember, because it was a startup. Like Tank says, like Airbnb for vehicles. And that was their hook. They were coming after the big boys, Hertz and all that other rental stuff, and they was trying to give everybody else another alternative to make a little bit of money on the side, like leave your vehicle here and rent it out. And folks started using it for a little bit, and then I started hearing complaints about folks getting their cars back, and it was all fucked up. I was like, so you take a chance with that, motherfuckers don't respect a rental car.
I don't know. It just seemed weird.
Very much so. Very much.
I ain't even rent. They like, hey, it'll be cheaper. I'm like, yeah, but no.
Yeah, I don't like when dudes get in my shit and adjust my seat, when doing an oil change or whatever. I mean, why the fuck you fuck up my seat, man? I had it the way I like it, know? And somebody blow your shit up. About getting that notification on your phone.
And ain't no putting that out, right? Because it's electric.
No.
Yeah,
no.
You gotta burn
the battery didn't go, did it? I think it's the battery. If the battery goes, and that's when it's a problem. But what you got, Cuddy?
No, I was just pointing out that that military ID was supposedly in that car.
Supposedly. Thank you for that.
Yeah, they said
supposedly
and everything.
Yeah, they're full of shit.
Supposedly. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff going around saying that wasn't him. That was somebody else's body. A whole bunch of conspiracy theory stuff is going on with old buddy. But yeah, man, it was just a crazy series of events, man. That shit was happening, back to back, and unfortunately, a couple, some folks that died during both incidents, and yeah, man, it's fucked up. 2025, man, we're starting on a bad note, man.
I mean, for me, I don't know. I was reading an article and they were saying that they didn't find anything that said it was, the two incidents were related because this is the Las
Right.
Vegas joint, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know, man. I don't really know what the conspiracy theories are, but if I'm just going off of the article, and I'm not, judging the Tesla cars. I mean, I expressed my belief about them. But we talking about a Special Operations Command Green Beret. He was Special Forces, he was
Right.
infantry. Now I don't know what his classification was because you got weapon sergeants, medical sergeants, you have explosive sergeants, and all of that shit. But my thing is this: they didn't specify if they did. I didn't see it. But my thing is, if he really wanted to blow some shit up, he could have fucked that car up real good. More than that car. It ain't like he packed this shit full of fertilizer like Timothy McVeigh. If I'm thinking, if I'm going up with, because again, there's no manifesto like they always say. To me, it seemed like the article was a little bit more of a reach around for the fucking guy. With his family members talking about how good of a soldier he was and how much he loved Trump. They said he was on leave, and I'm inclined to believe, man, that either this motherfucker has some, because he's been to Afghanistan about 5 times.
Yep.
Now, either he had some serious post-traumatic stress, or when he was overseas, his family broke up or some shit like that, or something happened to make this dude fill the car with a couple cans of fuel and some motherfucking bottle rockets and some caps, and then put a gun in his mouth and pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? That I think it was a little bit more. I don't think it was. I don't think the attempt was to really hurt anybody so much as it was to draw attention.
Yeah.
And then kill himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be wrong about that. But this is just me going off the article. Because the other motherfucker, he accomplished what he was trying to do.
Yeah,
That part.
and
Then
New Orleans,
got out.
He
Yeah.
killed himself. He killed and killed himself.
He killed.
Kilt. Kilt. Kilt.
Say it again, PP and Kiki. He
Killed.
said, yeah.
He did that. But I definitely get what you're saying, Sauce, about him. Like, if he really wanted to do some damage, he would have. This was kind of like a last ditch effort for cry for attention.
Yeah.
And he wanted to off himself in a major way. And he got the attention he wanted. Just so happened it happened right after the New Orleans attack. Like you said, probably didn't even know. But it's just crazy, man. Both of them ex-military. Both of them used the same fucking rental site. Both of them use the same type of EVs.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, god dang, man, shit.
I mean,
It's crazy, but it is what it is, man. I like two things could be kind of the coincidence factor can definitely be in effect.
well, I've heard MK Ultra thrown around. I heard PSYOP thrown around, and I'm not saying that none of that shit is possible. Manchurian Candidate, people laugh at it until you start doing the research on that shit, and you consult with Drizzy.
Yes, sir.
But I'm just going off the article, man. It's just kind of like, man, if he wanted to level that shit, he had to know how, and he could have did it.
That part.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
sir.
had to know how he could have did it.
Y'all ain't had to take somebody's personal vehicle, man. Y'all could have went to Hertz. They trying to get rid of all they damn EVs for like 50 cents. Come on, man. Seriously, man. They selling Teslas for like fucking $2,000, $3,000, man. On trying to just dump them. They even said, if you rent one, they send you an email to, hey, man, you could keep it.
Well, yeah.
Payments of that type shit. They really hitting folks with that shit.
Yeah, they trying to get rid of them.
So it is what it is, man. Like I said, let's try to keep this flowing a little faster because old man on the time restraint.
You got like 10 minutes.
Yep.
Well, let's get it then. Let me shut up. You sitting there like this
Yeah.
motherfucker. I know we heard him say time restraint.
All right,
no matter,
man.
No matter what, when I'm leaving. No matter what topic we on.
I leave it on.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
This one right here threw me for a loop.
Oh, you got it, old man, or you want me to run it?
Yeah, run it.
Oklahoma governor, his tweet saying that the only way kids can graduate, man, is if they enroll into a school program or into like the military service. Pretty much, he wants that to be the standard. And it's like, dude, not everybody's prepared or even want to take that route, and then you have that requirement for them to walk that stage. It's kind of fucked up, man.
Yeah, I don't like that. Now, if you offer that in the schooling, I do like that. Like if they can start their early classes in a trade, if they can start in the military, if that's what they want to do, or college, you know what I'm saying? But I think the article said for the less fortunate people that have to actually go to school and work, I think is unfortunate. But to hold somebody's diploma back,
yeah,
I don't
because
know.
because they're not enrolled. You got to think about it. You got a lot of these kids that's below the poverty line. Going to school is the only time they get to eat.
Yeah,
and you holding these kids accountable for something that's completely out of their hands. So it's like going to school and going to a trade school or going to the military is not even an option. They got to go get it right after. As soon as they cross that stage, they got to go get a gig. Rent's due for the family, and you putting that stipulation on them. It's like, dude, some kids don't have that option. Not everybody is fortunate to be able to have a what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go to a 2-year school or I'm gonna go to a 4-year school. For some, that's not even an option. And going to the military is definitely a no-go for a lot of them. So yeah, this is a little fucked up, and I hope this isn't like a growing trend where they put this stipulation in and it starts moving from state to state.
yeah, because that would be horrible.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna need to beef this military up anyway once they get rid of all the, I'm gonna say, DEIs. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers in there just to get their nuts snipped. But no, I got mixed emotions about this because a lot of these motherfucking kids ain't learning a goddamn thing in these schools anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the shit is actually sad. It's not like we was in there. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying we got some Ivy League fucking education, but it ain't. It's not what it is today. But to be quick, man, I think the main problem I do have with it is, it would be one thing if it was a career pathway, but like 3P and Kiki said, when you talking about holding a motherfucking diploma back, when that's the bare minimum that somebody needs to get by in this society. You know what I'm saying? That's where the bullshit comes in. But we got to remember it's Oklahoma. And over in Tulsa, if I'm correct, I want to say it's the mayor, Young Cat. This motherfucker want to completely reimagine the Tulsa massacre. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, I ain't saying we don't tell the story, but let's eliminate the word white. Let's just say it was evil people that did the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they on some bullshit as well, man. I'm not shocked that this type of shit is happening. But again, people, he's facing a lot of backlash. But why is nobody calling this motherfucker a DEI? That's my spiel.
I like that. I like how you landed that plane. Old man, what you got on this one, man?
Shit. None. This is just
I'm here to record.
It's fucked up. Okay, man. Let's keep
slide, man.
Yeah, slide.
Slide to the left.
I got something waiting.
Slide.
I got something waiting.
You got to catch that flight to Dubai. That's what he's doing. He ain't fooling nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
Old man, this is. Do you understand how huge this is? Do you not understand how much money is in Dubai?
Hey, come on.
What is the high roller room gonna look like in Dubai?
A million.
Bruh, that ain't shit. That
Yeah,
ain't
that ain't
shit.
shit. Cause big bro, what's that spot? Is it Monte Carlo? What's the big spot over there where motherfuckers go to gamble? It's already a big ass spot where like the elite rich go.
It's probably there's south of France. Is that Monte Carlo? I think that might be it. But
Yeah,
this,
this is something different.
yeah, this is bruh.
I got
That's
a
gonna
question.
that's gonna look like church night at the what you call it, at the fairs that we have back home.
That's
Where they
what
have
I
the
was wondering.
blackjack tables.
Like
you know,
they're really religious. Like, isn't that like? That's why I was like in Dubai. Like, that's gonna be crazy, right?
Yeah,
Go
Dubai
ahead,
is
go
nuts
ahead.
because they turn a blind eye to a lot of things that
Yeah.
Westerners do just because they have Westerners coming through there. Like, Dubai is one of the only countries in the GCC that allows alcohol. They also have rampant prostitution and
Yeah.
slavery.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a strange place, man, because you can go when you walk down the street in Dubai. You see a bunch of people in abayas, and then you take a left and walk into a bar, and it's just it's packed full of hookers. Like
Hey, Patty.
you will walk into a hotel bar, and you will be the only man surrounded by 200 hookers.
Hey,
Wow.
That
That's
shit is
good.
amazing.
what's on with your sauce?
Hey, Cuddy, I don't mean to laugh. Birkin and Kiki, listen. When he said slavery, the Burj Khalifa and all that shit, the world's tallest building, and this man-made island that this shit is on.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers imported thousands of Indians
Yep. Hey
and
man.
was working these motherfuckers to death.
Yeah.
They had like 100 motherfuckers in one room with like 5 beds. And they would work. These dudes was passing out from sunstroke, dying and shit. It's the same H-1 visa process that Elon and Vivek want. That's the high qualified people they want. All that beautiful shit you seen over there, those racetracks, because I think the Sikh at the time, or the Shah, whatever his title is over there, this motherfucker he had a $3 billion racetrack built because he loved fucking horses. He had some of the world's most expensive horses. All Indians, and took their visas or whatever their passports. Wouldn't let these motherfuckers. Hey, you ain't going till you finish the project. And it was when they were building all of that shit, they had a reporter start asking about it and start looking into it. And they were sending cameras around these places. Deplorable conditions they had the workers in. Yeah, it's some slave shit for real, man. It's you know what?
I got a different perspective now because there's like so many people be like, you got to watch what you do over there when they fasting and all that type of stuff. You can't eat. It's so many laws that you know what I mean. So that's crazy.
All that shit was built on the backs of just poor Indians.
Wow.
Yeah, but this is Dubai. This is where all the girls, over here on OnlyFans getting flued out to get pooped on. So that goes back to old man's point about all these girls.
Wow.
When they want something exotic, they'll fly them out, just to poop on them, give them that eye infection, But yeah.
Get it in your teeth, baby.
Yeah. Shout out to Dubai, and I can't wait to see the numbers because that's where the players play. Dudes dropping 2 million a hand. The first one to drop a half a billion on a hand. I can't wait to hear the numbers that come out of this place, man.
I want to be the first.
It's gonna be crazy. You want to be the first what?
Yeah, I just want to go, and they be like.
I bet to walk in the door, man, you gotta own a fucking small island or like a
something,
a Merc company like Blackstone or whatever.
That was my whole point. Sauce, like, dude, where's the high roller section? What is that? What does that start at? Like, I know you got to have a bag just to even come in there. You got to have a bag just to get to Dubai.
10 million buy-in.
And then you go gamble when you get there. What the fuck does that look like? They're like, oh, I'm sorry, you only got 7 figures?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
they-
not enough, Cat.
Hey,
That's
y'all
not
was
enough,
doing it for
man.
3 figures.
Yeah,
It's
that,
three.
that's not enough.
You don't own no oil? Nah, you ain't got an oil well? You no? Shit, we can't do that.
Right.
You don't own an oil tanker or
You
yacht?
got
Yeah,
you only got one Bugatti? Ah,
right.
I can't even sit at the machine. Like,
That's
Yeah.
your bitch. That's your bitch. Oh, you got to go, player.
You brought that to Dubai? You brought that to Dubai. Oh
I believe
man, you
this shit
flew her.
right.
That's
Oh
how the rich motherfucker.
they won't even
Yeah.
shit on there.
I seen motherfuckers in the club like, that's your bitch. You know them rich dudes be like, that's your bitch. No, you ain't got enough money to be up in here, homie.
yeah. So I cannot wait till the reports come in on the numbers that this casino is doing. Forget anything in Atlantic City, down south, and in Vegas. Dubai
Right.
got next. I'm curious as hell to see exactly how these cats is rolling because how much is gas out there? Considering
About 30 cents.
see that part. So you fucking with the top tier. You fucking with the top tier, man. Yeah.
Well, shit. Let's. I guess
Let's go. Let's slide.
I want 30 cents in gas, goddamn. Shit.
This is what I was talking about, Miss Kiki, about
This is some bullshit because they're already charging money to get in that motherfucker in and out in New York.
Yeah.
Like,
New York is way too expensive.
yeah.
And it's 27 all day long for, I guess, a big, a commercial vehicle or whatever. But for the taxis and the food delivery guys, it's from like 18, 19 bucks, each way. And it's like, well, one, crossing over or whatever. But yeah, this is crazy, man. You shouldn't get taxed for, it's just a fucked up situation, man. You shouldn't get taxed like that. $27 a day? Who can afford that?
Finna go to fuck up in New York.
We were talking about the main reason why I put this on there, Sauce, is because firefighters, they getting, they got to go to different spots. And dude was like, I can't drive my car in. So if he's on the train, he got to carry his gear. You imagine that shit is over 100 pounds. That's just his gear. We was talking about dude got to bring his tools. You imagine trying to hold that shit and your tools, trying not to get robbed.
I would venture to say, I would venture to say what's going to happen though is the city is probably going to have some kind of special permit for them. You know what I mean, or some discounted shit. Like you don't do your first responders like that.
Yeah, they're gonna have
to. Come on now. We see how cities and stuff do their, their civic servants or whatever. Come on now. You in LA? You in California?
Well, Dallas had some shit like this, man. Roads that used to be free.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was I can't forget it was 121, I think. I used to go to work. These motherfuckers put this big ass, they look like a freeway up there, and it was this, the toll booth. And you had to get on if you went that way. And
right.
It was a camera, and that motherfucker would shoot your license plate, and you would have to pay the toll. We was just driving to drop my daughter off, and my wife said, "Oh, it looks like they're widening they're adding an extra lane." And she said, "Oh, I think that's that high speed lane that you got to pay to get on." And it like every mile, I think, is a certain amount of money that they charge you. Like all of these places are fucking just jerking the average everyday Joe. $27. What if you work in the city and you got to go there like every week? Most of the people that work in the city don't live in the fucking city.
That's the whole crux of it, Sauce. My thing is like, dude, every day, think about that, how much that costs, per pay period. Like, bro, you getting dinged. That's not cool. Because like you said, man, that's the epicenter. And like you said, most people don't live outside. They in Jersey, they outside, they in the boroughs.
Right.
They come into Manhattan every single day. Damn.
Right. You talking about like $100, a little over $135, what? Every week?
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
Damn, That's my check, man.
That's why the firefighters was like, shit, I can't afford that on my salary. I can't afford that. And then he was like, I got to ride the train with my gear. I can't do that. That's not sustainable.
If they're
That's
smart,
trifling. That's trifling, though.
man, if they smart, they'll give them some kind of stipend, or they'll give them some kind of motherfucking easy pass or some shit. But I don't see the shit happening. I see they like, give a fuck if you work here.
Yep.
So you getting broke too.
Yep.
Our fucked up government.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then it's a congestion charge. I'm just like, what?
yeah. Yeah, that's
So
like
we-
charging.
we-
That's
we
like
gotta
charging
pay-
LA folks for smog.
Yeah, we got to pay
Even though they do
$27 to be bumper to bumper, and I mean it's bumper to bumper in that motherfucker for hours.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know when to travel. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. I think it's dumb, and I think it's just a way for them to get money because.
Yeah, it's a money grab. Definitely, Miss Kiki. It's definitely a money grab, and they're gonna get it until enough people be like, enough's enough. We're not going in. How about that? How about you don't get no more food services. You don't get no dry cleaners. None of that shit. All the amenities that you're used to. We shut all that shit down until y'all say we doing away with this fucking tax, because that's all it is a tax.
Big bro, you saw what happened when they stopped picking up the garbage. Imagine if motherfuckers leave the garbage that they listen, man. They already got rats the size of pygmies in that motherfucker.
Yeah, they are huge.
Yeah. You saw that rat bringing that slice of cheese, on them stairs in the subway, and motherfuckers just sitting there watching like it's just another day in LA. And then all the rats that's on the subway.
That motherfucker was walking upright with the cheese in one hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Hard with some Timbs on. It's hard.
And I'm scared of the little ones. And I'm just like, can you imagine that motherfucker walking by? That's the size of a dog.
Yeah.
Man. I couldn't. New York can keep that shit.
What you call it? Cameron just came on. It was a few months back or whatever, and he was talking about how he went back to New York and was like, "Dude, I turned around and got right back on the plane." And Flea's like, "I can't deal with the rats." He's like, "I got off and went down." He was like, and I saw them. He was like, "I'm done." He was like, "I'm cool." He's like, "I was there for about an hour and got right back on the plane and got the fuck up out of there. Like, I can't deal with the fucking rats. It's ridiculous."
I seen an interview with him where he was like, man, I was trying my damnedest to get out of Harlem. Once I moved to Jersey, I was never going back. He said this was a different era. And I'm like, damn, all you said was Harlem. But I get, look, man, New York, man, listen.
I wouldn't want to live there.
People in all of these cities, because they doing this shit everywhere. People are going to have to stand up and start, because I don't know who the fuck these people are that's governing these spots. And I'll be real quick because I know you got to go, Cuddy. But think about it. I think here's like $20 billion went missing because it was supposed to go towards the homeless shit. But they always got a new tax. They always saying we spending money on this, but the infrastructure is fucked up. America's infrastructure is fucked up. These bridges and shit fucked up. That's what I got.
All right. Oh man.
It's crazy just to think that you're spending $30 each way to travel on roads that your tax money built. It's just taxes on top of taxes, and none of this is going to change unless we revolt. And then the bad thing about that is that if it's a revolt that you don't agree with, you're going to condemn it. So. Like if we look at the January 6th thing, like we all didn't agree with that, but did Congress need to go?
I think I was one of the only ones saying I understood why they were doing this shit.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
All right, man. Keep the train running. Keep the train running, man.
They got all the ways into Manhattan, though. That's the fucked up part, all bridges.
Yeah. Hey, well, we was talking about eminent domain. I told you, man, it was on the docket, man. It was on the docket. Yeah. This is
don't give it back, man.
What you mean, Miss Kiki? They taking it. Ain't no giving it back. They taking it. Do it look like he could go to court and fight these folks?
Hell no.
Put his block up as collateral.
It's gone. It's gone.
My dude Umbrella said he can't fight that shit.
See what I'm saying? He ain't even got the full umbrella. I think that's just that one part. He ain't even got the handle where you push the button.
He don't.
See?
And he needs some chapstick.
See what I'm saying? Miss Key, you talk about, fight. He can't even fight the goddamn weather. So yeah, he can't fight the city. And I'm sorry, the state. They taking that shit back. I'm gonna need that stapler. Yeah. They took that shit from him, man. Eminent domain. He came up on the lick. I just wish he had financial backing where he can actually, fight the case.
Right.
Damn.
But this would be something like I wish somebody would take his case pro bono because he got a case. That's his shit. He bought it. Yeah, he bought it, and it's like, dude, this is a no-brainer. I wish stuff like this would go viral and be like, hey man, somebody please pick up this dude's case, man. He got it.
And this was they fuck up, not his. They fuck
Exactly.
Up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then now they want to say, oh well,
oops.
We need this because it's impeding upon services and all that shit. Y'all some wild motherfuckers, man.
He bought a nice plot, and it just happened to be at the end of a cul-de-sac somewhat, and he cleaned up $5,000, and it just happened to be a block.
Right.
You know how many abandoned streets we see back home?
Right.
And it's just land, and don't nobody want it. But like, oh shit, guess what? Hey man, they got some oil up under that land. Hey man, do that eminent domain. Yeah, get that eminent domain on that motherfucker, man. He can't fight us.
Right. I'm about to go buy the whole sharing land.
See, it's beautiful. It's beautiful land. If you got the money to develop it, it's land.
Right.
No matter what it looked like, you can see grass growing up about 4 or 5 feet. So what? Cut that shit down. Make it happen. But this dude don't even have a complete umbrella. He can't fight.
Right.
It got holes in there too.
And that's what I'm saying. And they said they was supposed. That's what I'm saying. You look at that fucked up ass umbrella. And they said he half wet, this hoodie all wet. But they said they were supposed to, by law he's supposed to get compensation. But they said that the definition of compensation is where the waters get murky. I'm like, nah, y'all trying to rob that man. That's bullshit.
Look at his face.
Make him. If not anything, make this man whole. Because you know how much, how long it probably took this man to get 5 racks?
Right.
Not no judgment or anything. I'm just saying, man, from one Ohio native to another, man, $5,000 is still $5,000. That's a lot of fucking money. And man, and he made a land purchase. You know what I mean? That's legit. And they robbed him because it happened to be, it was just too much. It was just too much, man. Hey, man, how much they sell that for? Like, yeah, he found a loophole. He caught y'all slipping and got a fucking damn near a cul-de-sac for $5,000.
A Negro bought this?
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Exactly what happened. I mean,
that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened. That's why I wish I knew his name because he must have got like a passable name.
But that's like he doesn't have an LLC. He's not certified. He only has a half an umbrella. Yeah, we can get him.
John Brown.
Yeah, we can get him. Yeah, we can get him.
That's like that brother down in Trophy Club, Texas, who moved into that house, found that loophole about the mortgage company that went belly up, and he could stay. And the motherfuckers was mad that this cat had like a $300,000-$400,000 house.
Easy. Yeah.
Like, which you can't do nothing, nigga.
He showed all the people his paperwork and it had his name on it. It was like, fuck.
Man, that was
it was squatters' rights, but he knew how to work the parameters. He stayed there. He was like, I've been a resident. I got the utilities in my name. I've been here for X amount of days. My house.
And the application was $15.
Yep. My house. He changed the locks. Yeah, he changed the locks and all that shit. That was during the foreclosure boom. And he jumped in like you said, a $300,000 to $400,000 house. Neighbors were pissed because he was black. They was like, well, we didn't know because he kept the grass cut. He kept, it was, a low profile. But then one day they saw him, was like, hold on, time out. Me and my wife bust our ass to get this damn house. And we see this one little Negro in here. What is he doing?
That's on your man.
They was hot.
They were heated. And that's all it was. It was jealousy. It was jealousy. It was jealousy.
Yep.
Neighbor sounds like
And
neighbor.
it came
But you
with
know
a
what I'm
nice.
saying.
Did you see that nice ass pool table? God damn
Yeah.
it!
But my man got
I
ganked.
remember that.
I wish somebody would have, would take on this man's case and help him out,
Yes,
man. I
please.
wish, because that's a travesty.
Yes,
Look,
it is.
his face looked like he lost it all. Please, I want to. All he needs is a fly to come touch it, and we ask for some money. You can do this for him.
What you got, old man?
Oh man, eminent domain has been fucked up forever. Like just the whole concept of it, that they can come in and take your shit and give you like fair compensation, but they're the one assessing the property.
Yeah.
So for them to be like, yeah, this shit is worth about $6, nigga.
Yep. And we still taking your shit. We want it, even though it's worth $6 to you. We want it. Again, that's some of the most cats talk about gangster. This shit is gangster, man. Ain't none of that. Oh, this is my block. I run this. No, eminent domain is gangster.
Yeah.
Right.
They do the same thing when it comes to
They have
taxation.
to buy that from him. That's his shit. Like they have to buy it.
They do and they don't, Miss Kiki. Again, you didn't understand what old man was just explaining. Yeah, that's.
I understood. I'm just saying, like I wouldn't give it up so easy. I'm sorry.
He doesn't have a choice unless he has financial backing.
Yeah,
Because you got to fight these cats on a whole nother with paperwork, attorneys, red tape, all that stuff. If you don't have the resources, Miss Kiki, it's a lost cause. Just chalk it up. You got it. They got you.
They're gonna send the sheriff in on him if you don't.
Yeah. They're gonna have the fine print that don't nobody ever read. They're like, yeah, man, this is our shit. Sorry, man, you ain't paid taxes on it, and he's like, well, again, I only owe 50 cents. Sorry, you ain't pay your 50 cents. Get gone. And yeah, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
He probably named the street after him and everything to hear that bullshit. Gotta piss me off.
I'm sorry, Miss Kiki. It's an Ohio thing, man. I had to bring it up, man. I had to put it out there, man. Nobody talking about this shit, man. This is modern day fucking gangsterism.
Yeah,
at its finest. In our backyard, man. This is in our backyard. They doing this shit.
Kiki Avenue.
This is Boardwalk Empire shit.
Yeah, man.
It's Jitso Avenue.
Let's go, man.
Jitso Avenue.
Jitso Avenue. All right. I'm glad Miss Kiki is on. Even though I don't think Miss Kiki is this type of this type of bouginess or whatever. But Kiki, talk to me about this Walmart bag, the Walmart Birkin, aka the Wirkin.
To keep it real with you, that bag is ugly as hell to me. Even a real Birkin bag has always been ugly to me, and I thought it was like a waste of money and time. But yeah, this is how much are they selling it for at Walmart?
What was it? Shit.
Because these purses go for like damn near
20.
almost 50,000, 20,000.
They start at 20, and it's one of those.
Goes up.
You have to be invited to get one of those, and it's very few, and it's like, this is what we have. Do you want it?
I don't know if y'all remember, but Cardi B bought her daughter one for I think her first or second birthday, and the bag was about this little, and it cost like 20 plus. Yeah. I thought that was a bit much, Yeah.
Status symbol. That stuff never really appealed to me as far as
right.
It's crazy because I never understood when I hear females talking about, well, that bag's not in season. It's a bag. Does it carry your shit? Then it's in season, right? Like, how does a bag go out of season?
Somebody gonna talk about me because I got most of my dresses, summer dresses are from Temu, so they probably gonna be like, oh, "You Temu wearing bitch?" I'm like, "Yes."
I don't give a damn as long as it does what it's supposed to do. As long as it fit the way it's supposed to fit, the way it hugs the curves.
The outfit.
Yeah, it's fine by me. Dudes don't give a shit how much it costs.
But all of that, this bag ain't and that bag ain't. That's all some fake bougie trying to sound better than another motherfucker.
That's what it is.
You know how many Birkins that burnt the fuck up in LA and they all work the same thing now?
My man.
You know
my man.
Fuck them
my man.
Birkins, man.
That's why I brought that up, man, because I never understood that sauce when I heard that. When I hear, the lady watched some of these reality shows and they be talking about that she got that, that was last year's season or whatever bag or whatever. I was like, it does the same fucking thing.
And them habits, bro.
The fuck, man.
Right, it carries shit.
It carries shit. That's all it does, man.
I thought that's what a purse was. You know what I'm saying? It's just, sometimes you can buy some stuff to match your outfit and stuff like that, but it carries your license. Because without my little purse, everything would be lost.
My thing is, if it don't have the same smell as the tissue that used to come out of my grandma's purse, I don't give a fuck what it is, because that was the best motherfucking tissue ever. You ever get the tissue from the bottom of your grandma's purse? That shit smelled. Yeah, thank you.
Perfume tasting candy.
Wipe your ass.
Thank you, Sauce. Does it do that? If it don't do that, fuck a Birkin.
What is this shit called, though?
What's up? This bag?
Is it really called Wirkin?
Yeah, it's called the Wirkin.
Hey, you know what? I ain't mad at it. Cause I bet you was a fly bitch. He dipped. I bet you some fly broad out there that'll take this purse in the Sheen outfit.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out how much they were selling that for, but yeah, it wasn't 20. It wasn't 20 bands. It was 80. I think it was like 79 something or whatever.
That bag right there.
Yeah. So
that bag right there, I wouldn't pay no more than $26 for.
Thank you.
$26.28.
Thank you. Thank you. I like I said, I appreciate females who keep it a buck, because it is what it's a bag. Why are you dropping that kind of money? That's money on real estate, stocks.
I was just about to say,
whatever.
some people don't even own their own cars, their own houses, nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that get me. Like, you buying these bags to where you could have had a house payment, a down payment on the house. You feel me?
Yes, ma'am.
That bag ain't even made out of eczema. That shit ain't made. I'm about to say that bag ain't even made out of real alligator. It's made out of eczema and shingles skin. Get the fuck out of here.
And then it's just like then you got the girls that lay on their back for just a bag, like. Girl.
Yeah,
that's 100% eczema. Shit.
Yeah, those are the girls who get flown out and get that eye infection. For one of these. I'm not gonna let that go, man. That's what happens when you get flown out. You get eye infection.
Yeah. Where the Cuddy go, man?
Hey, he had to go. He was on the time limit, man. He had to be out in an hour. That's why I was like, man, let's keep going.
Before you go get that eye infection. All right, man. It's it.
All right, family.
Hey,
peace.
Drinking, Eddie.
Oh yeah, man. I'm sipping on some.
Oh yeah.
I'm sipping on me some Edmund.
Okay.
Edmund.
Yeah.
Edmund.
Sipping on me, man. Some Chardonnay. Thank you. Happy 2025. Thank you, Miss Kiki, for stopping by again.
All right, yeah.
Take care.
All right. Hey, peace.
Peace.